Afternoon, tubers. Here with Wilston Velo. Check his channel out. I'll stick it in the description as usual. We're on a Saturday night world camp in a wood somewhere in Sussex near the coast. That's all I'm going to say. May have been here before, but we're in a sort of different spot, so you might recognise some of it. I think Will's a bit cold. Yeah, so how far we get, I don't know. It's starting to get dark already, and it's only 5:45, so we've got to get set up. So I might do a time lapse of my setup, might not. Might see you in a minute. Goodbye.
This is the sound of hardcore. More powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Well, it looks darker than in here now than it looks to you guys, that's for sure. Look at my puffy face. Not been well the last couple of weeks. You may have noticed on the last rave-in where I went to visit the Queen. Lol. Yeah, I had the lurgy. I've had it for nearly, it'll be like 2 weeks on Wednesday. Coughing and coughing and coughing and coughing and coughing. Like an undertaker. But anyway, I'm here, I've set up. You may have seen my time lapse, you probably did. I just need a stick to prop it up in the middle. I'm going to send Will on a stick mission in a minute. He's good at finding sticks for me. Hammocking is great when you don't have to put a tarp up. But I'll give you a quick scan round. Usual setup inside, so I'm not even going to bother showing you inside. But it is the Dura 2 DD because it just keeps me warm. And if it's too hot, you just lie on top of it or unzip it or whatever. But I always like to be covered for eventualities as I sleep quite cold. And the helium pillow, usual helium pillow. I've also got the yoga mat underneath because that worked quite well last week to keep the cold out up from underneath my ass. And it's a lot lighter than carrying the DD under blanket nappy thing. So anyway, before the light goes, it's 6:30, and I've got 2 hours before it's sunset, but it'll be dark by 8 easily. So I'll just show you quickly. All right. Last week, I'm not sure if you've seen that video yet, when I was with Paul, Bissaka and Trev, Kamikaze, a few others, Dave from Camp and Chill, Nathan, and another Paul. I'm not sure if you've seen that video yet, but if not, then you'll see it soon. I had my hammock in a sort of smiley face, which was an absolutely perfect. Well, I didn't sleep much. I had 2 hours sleep because we went to bed really late. It was a perfect pitch, actually. This I've done a little bit tighter, which is where I struggle with tight shoulders. But I always pitch it with the feet slightly higher because that's a better angle if you want to get a diagonal. So I might have to drop this end just a little bit, just to make it a bit more of a smiley face. So it's a bit looser, so it's not stretched so tight. But we shall see. I only get a couple hours sleep on these camps anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But there you go. So I might do a bit more filming. We're going to have a little fire, I expect, just to keep us warm. Not sure what Will's doing. So whether you're going to cook food or not. Nice little handbag you got there, mate. Quality. Will actually brought his bike to use as a transportation device because he's got more water than 2 camels have got in their humps. He's like, he must have about 10 litres of water with him. And in actual fact, let's go. Oh, there is bugs here actually. Let's just go and have a quick look at his helm, his helmet. His Helm 1 tent, which I want one of, but they're all out of stock. No one can get them now, I think, for another good 6 months or so. It's a lovely tent though, but I see that Hayes Outdoors had problems with his Helm 2.
He can buy mine for 500 quid if he wants.
Yeah, but he wants a Helm 2, not a Helm 1.
I don't think he can squeeze.
I think you can still. I think you still get the Helm 2, but it's a bit more in the kilos department.
Yeah, it's quite a bit more heavier. This a nice light one. It's very like the old tadpole weight-wise things, but they're a bit light and they are freestanding.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah,
how much weight is that?
Good question.
1.5 kilos.
About that, yeah. They are good.
Same as my little Zephyros.
And they're a 3-season tent as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I got this one, because if you go anywhere that's a bit rocky and you can't get the pegs in, you can still manage with this.
Yeah.
So,
No, I like the idea of a freestanding now, especially after seeing Paul, you know who you are, Paul, the little Miltech tent you had last week. That was brilliant, actually, but I prefer something with a little bit more height, so I'm going to look for a Helm one when they come back into stock. Thanks very much. See you later. The fire is going, courtesy of Will. Thank you very much, Will. Burton Outdoors had nothing to do with the fire today, apart from gathering a few twigs and stuff. But it's in the pit of doom, so don't worry, folks, it's perfectly safe. Goodbye.
it's a tab. That was nice.
A little bit of bushcraft TV, watching a pot of water boiling, courtesy of Will. Wilston Velo, go check him out. He's the water boiling master. Look at that contraption. He actually made that in about 20 seconds. So all you bushcrafters out there that milk it for making stuff like that, it doesn't take very long. Two o'clock in the morning. Fire's still going. We're still up. Possibility of going to bed within the next half an hour though. Good night. Morning. It was bloody freezing last night. Really chilly. Oh, I need to wake up. Right. Time to get up. It's 6 o'clock. Can you hear the motorbike? Morning, morning, morning. A little bit more awake. It's 6:30. Wheels up. Yeah, so I slept for 3 hours. It's pretty good for me. We've got to bed at 3 o'clock. Oh, that's a late one. Jesus. So here we are. Will's going to take his tent down. So I might actually take my setup down just in case of the dreaded dog walkers. Not that I'm worried about them at all really, but I don't want to be the only one left in the park with my toys out. Oh, bastard. It's got spidered. So yeah, really good night, and it was a good laugh. Nice to meet up with Will again. Cheers, Will. Thanks, mate. And yeah, it's lovely end of the woodland down here. Piney. I was going to try and make a song about that, but I can't, especially this time of the morning. Woohoo! Anyway, I'll give you a little bit of silent bird noise if I can pick it up on my crappy phone. There's not too much bird noise actually. Normally there's a bit more. Maybe they're still asleep. Probably got the better idea. There's my little setup in the woods. Still not very light, it's a bit gloomy in here. Show you the fire. Fire's still going. Just stoked it up a bit to get a bit of warmth. This will all be covered over before we go, so don't worry. It'll be watered and oh, that's lovely. That's so nice. It really is. You don't know how good that feels. It was actually very chilly last night. I reckoned, I think the weather said it was going to be about 12 degrees, but I think it was less than that. And certainly in a hammock you feel it, all the wind, cold air whoops up under your bummer. But I had my yoga mat in there which helped, but it still wasn't brills. So I'll come back to you a bit later, maybe when it's a bit lighter. Coffee's on, nearly done. Not sure about the new pot stand. It restricts the height so it doesn't bloom properly. Just saying. Well, as most of you know, I struggle with the aluminium cup, metal cup, whatever, drinking a coffee in the morning because it's so bloody hot. And I watched a video the other day, Beck's Bug Out Survivor, some of you may know him. I watch quite a lot of his videos. He makes me laugh, and also some of his tips are actually quite good. So what he said was to stop burning your lips on a metal cup or something similar, mug, whatever, Tom shoe thing, you know. He said put a charity band around the top of your cup, which basically acts like the hot lips things that you can buy to stop your lips burning on the cup. Well, don't take any of his friggin' advice. It doesn't work. I actually burnt my face off last night, and then I tried it again in a minute ago. I still can't drink it. I've made this coffee like 10 minutes ago, and it's blisteringly hot. So Becks, whatever your friggin' name is, if you're watching this, your tips on this particular one are shit, mate. Thank you.
But I've never uploaded that. I could actually edit that into a proper thing now.
Yeah. Right, well that's it, tubers. We're off now. Time is just literally gone 8 o'clock, and sun's out. Oh, that's nice. Sun's out, warmed up a bit, and hope you enjoyed this quick overnighter. And I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Cheers, Will.
Cheers, Lee.
See you later, mate. Bye bye.
Bye.
The fire. The fire.
This bag here.
Hang on a minute while Will talks to me. The fire is going. Hang on. 1, 2, 3.